Hi everybody, it's Megan, the Organization Mentor. Today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite organization tools, a kitchen timer. It can be a digital timer, an egg timer, stove timer, oven timer, timer on your phone. A timer is an amazing tool. And let me tell you the things I use a timer for. I use a timer on days that I'm feeling not so motivated. Perhaps there's a task that I am procrastinating on. I use my timer in two ways. Sometimes I set it and I erase the timer. Like, let's see if I can get this whole basket of clothes put away in 10 minutes. And you know what I found out? I can get most baskets of clothes put away in under 8 minutes. Make it a game. This is also fun if you have other people working with you, especially kids. Like, how many toys can you put away in 5 minutes? We are going to straighten up this room for 2 minutes. We're going to hit those main impact areas. It only worked for 2 minutes. So sometimes I use it just to get myself going. Sometimes there's a bigger project that I'm procrastinating on, but it really needs to be done. Sometimes I'll set my timer for 15 minutes and just work for 15 minutes. In fact, my timer from flylady.net says you can do anything for 15 minutes. Doesn't mean you get it done in 15 minutes, but you can work on a project, no matter how heinous it is for you, for 15 minutes and just get a little chunk of it done. Sometimes that's enough to kind of get the momentum going and help you through your day. And sometimes it's not. And sometimes when the 15 minutes is up, you stop. And that's okay. Sometimes I have days where I set my timer over and over and over. 15 minutes of this, 15 minutes of that, 15 minutes of the third thing, then a 10-minute break. 15 minutes of this, 15 minutes of that. And sometimes you got to do that. So you can use it to gamify, you can use it to motivate. But also, a timer is amazing in helping you get a handle on time. Most people do not really have a good idea of how long stuff actually takes. The stuff we hate to do, in our mind, takes way longer. The stuff that we love to do takes way less. And sometimes, because we have that mismatch of how much time really takes and how much time we think it's going to take, we can start running late. So a timer is invaluable in finding out how long stuff actually takes. For example, sometimes I would build up in my head that emptying the dishwasher was a big deal, was going to take super long. So I started timing it. On average, my very full dishwasher can be emptied and put away in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. I can get that done while the coffee brews, even if I'm half asleep and still in my PJs. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I told you about the laundry basket in under 8 minutes. I even went so far as to see how long it really takes me to get ready. Because when I tell my husband I can be ready in 5 minutes, turns out that's a big lie. The quickest I can be from PJs and unwashed face to clothed, clean face, makeup, teeth brushed, and a ponytail is 15 minutes. Seriously. If I lay out my clothes and accessories the night before, I can maybe cut a minute or two off. If I want to curl my hair, I need at least another 5 minutes. It's just for the basic getting ready. So if he says, how soon can you go? An honest answer would be 15 minutes. Not, I'll be ready in 5. And then he's waiting for me. On the same point, you might use this with your commute and find out really how long it takes to get to where you are to where you're going and back through all the steps. I remember in high school I was late for curfew a lot. A lot. This was the days before cell phones and before phone tracking. But in my mind, coming home from my friend's house, I had calculated the one time that there was no red lights, there was no traffic, there was no train, there were no cops. I was still going 5 or 6 miles over the speed limit, and the stars perfectly aligned. And doing so, I could get home in a half hour. But reality was, the stars didn't usually align. there was either traffic or a cop, or I shouldn't be speeding, or whatever. And usually getting home was closer to 35, 40 minutes. So if you're someone who tends to run late, start timing how long things actually take. And until you have a good handle on that, start giving yourself a little bit of a buffer. Because when you truly understand time, not only can you be more effective in what you're doing during the day, you can also be more effective with your calendar and your management.